The Thunder Bay Major Midget, they would drop their opener at the TELUS Cup Western Regionals 3-1 last night to the host team from Tisdale, Saskatchewan. They'll face Brandon, Manitoba tonight. Shane has more on how the Kings are approaching this tournament in this report.
We all know the TELUS Cup's coming up, but I think we're all just super excited for Westerns and to just finally get to see the competition that we're going to see at the TELUS Cup.
The competition in Tisdale, Saskatchewan for the Western Regionals may not be from across the country, but the Thunder Bay Kings will get a good taste of what their next month of hockey will be like leading up to the TELUS Cup at the end of April. The Kings will face off against the Brandon Wheat Kings, host Tisdale Trojans, and last year's national champion, the Notre Dame Hounds. And although they already have a spot as the host team for this year's TELUS Cup, they know winning the Western Regionals is very important.
We think with the tournament being in Saskatchewan this year, it might be realistic that each team there is going to be capable of earning a medal at the national tournament. And we know that if we have success at that tournament, then that should bode well for us here.
They might not see much of us, we might not see much of them throughout the regular season, but when it comes down to it, we're just right there with them, and if not, hopefully even better.
Since the national tournament's inception, the Western region has won 19 gold medals, 9 more than Quebec, which sits in second with 10. In the past decade, the West has found the podium 6 times. Kings head coach Darren Nicholas believes that some years the Western Regionals could be an overall tougher tournament than the national championships.
If you look back in the last 25 years, I think the West region's actually had 2/3 of the championships of the gold medals. So it's an astonishing success rate that the West comes. It sort of proves my theory that probably, the West region may be a tougher tournament to win than the national championship.
The Kings' confidence for the TELUS Cup is sky high, even though the odds as a host team are heavily stacked against them. The host squad hasn't won the tournament since the Calgary North Stars did back in 1991. In the past 2 years, the host teams have combined for only 1 win in 10 round-robin games. Thunder Bay wants to prove to every team that they won't just be another layup as the hosts.
I think the teams think because we're hosts, we're not good enough to be there, but I think they're going to be awakened when we go out there and play our hardest and beat them.
Going in and we're going in to hunt. We want to show them what we're made of, and we really want to just make an impact, and we want to win for sure. That's our mindset, is just win.
The Kings kick off regionals against host Tisdale on day 1 before taking on Brandon 24 hours later, rounding things out against last year's national champion Notre Dame on the final day of round-robin play. Shane Pasquino, TBT Sports.